Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning, and welcome to Let's Talk About It with the Empowerment Duo. We are excited to be here today on this wonderful Wednesday.
Evaluation Day.
Wednesday is Evaluation Day. We've been talking about it for a long time. We had an amazing guest on yesterday talking about LinkedIn. He mentioned a little bit about strategy. And that strategy does not just apply to your LinkedIn, but it applies to wherever you're strategically or wherever you're posting, that it is strategic, that your posting is to an end. That is not just in your social media marketing, but it's actually in everything that you do. Are you doing it with intention? What is your plan? Scoot over this way. What is your plan?
Classic scene in the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, they're both men are 90 years old. They're old men. They're in their rooms together. They have two beds in their room. And Martin lays down to go to sleep, and Eddie Murphy's sitting on the edge of the bed, scowling at him. What's wrong, man? What you looking at? What do you want? I want to know what the plan is that you're working on. What do you mean, what plan? I know you got a plan. I ain't working on no plan. Yeah, I noticed you've been talking to Mr. Wilkins lately. He's just an old man that likes to talk. Yeah, when I'm old, I like to talk too. Okay? I know you. I know you working on a plan and you're not putting me in your plans. And scene. Thank you very much. Please hold the applause. Please stop applauding. You're far too kind. Please stop. You're embarrassed. They're doing the wave. Don't do the wave. They're doing the wave. They're doing the wave. Please stop.
I love it. You're going to mix life with Barry Sobel?
Yes, that's how good I am.
Great morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sean Hill. How are you, sir?
Absolutely. So listen. What are your plans? We are entering into the countdown of third quarter, which means that we will abruptly transition to fourth quarter.
Man, last night at the men's meeting, first off, every men's meeting is amazing. But last night at the men's meeting, there was one brother that came on, and he felt like at 50 years old, he was at ground zero. He needed an idea. He didn't have a plan. He wasn't bringing any money in. And he was down on himself. And with the collective room, we came up with plans for him. And by the time the meeting before the meeting was over, he was elated because the collective came up with plans. We was talking to him, listening to him, and we came up with plans that he could actually implement and do. And he was so excited. And I got excited. Everybody got excited too.
And plans are both inspired and inspiring.
Yes, and it gives you something to move towards. Sean, it's okay. He said, I'm sorry I missed it. Man, it was amazing last night, man. We really, because the men love on each other. You know, they share. And a brother, this is 2 meetings in a row. Okay, I'm just going to say this. 2 meetings in a row, I came to the meeting with a plan of talking about men and their money, and we never get to it. Okay.
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Thank you so much for joining last night. Women Empowerment Network was another awesome meeting. We got a chance to not only identify and meet and greet all of the ladies that were there. We had about a dozen. And then we had an opportunity to begin to articulate or plan our fourth quarter plans. Some had their plans already in hand. Some gained inspiration from hearing the plans of others. And it really will help move you to where you want to go. Because here's the thing. If you don't have a plan, you don't have what's necessary to succeed.
I mean, really, you just don't. You got to have at least a plan. You got to have a plan. That's what you're going to do. You have to have a track to run on. Now, it doesn't have to be a grade or a tunnel. It's got to at least be a track, okay, to run on. I want to just say this one more thing about the men's meeting last night. The richest guy in the room, the guy that we all know is multimillionaire in the room, he did not want the meeting to end. He goes, "Come on, man. Somebody asked me something else. I don't want it." I said, "Look, man, I gotta go, man. This meeting's done. We've already prayed the end of the meeting." He didn't want to leave. He wanted to keep it going.
Because that camaraderie is sometimes what's missing in our lives.
Oh my Lord. I finally just cut him off. I said, "Look, you guys will talk all night. I'm gonna end this meeting now. We'll talk."
That's the importance of it. I think that further shines the light on the fact that so often men don't have the space to have those types of transparent conversations.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Good morning,
somebody
Katura.
asked me a message after the meeting saying, "Brian, did y'all record the meeting?"
Nope.
And I told him, "No, we'll never record the men's meeting. We need the privacy, the exclusivity to be transparent." Okay, the meeting is very transparent, so no, they'll never be recorded.
And the information that may or may not be shared from the meeting is always shared in a private way. So we'll share insight from what may or may not have gone on in the meeting, but we will never, ever, ever infringe upon the anonymity of those.
Exactly. That's the word I was searching for. The anonymity, the anonymousness.
Anonymity
is one.
Anonymousness
is another.
Okay. Hey, have it both ways.
All right. So, what's your plan?
What's your plan?
Do you have any place you want to go?
Anything you want to do?
Do you know where you're going to?
Do you know where
do you
you're
like
going to?
The things that life is showing you? Where are you going to?
Where are you going?
Do you know?
Do you know? Once we were standing still in time.
Here's the thing about plans. If you don't have any, okay, if you don't have a plan or goal or target, if you don't have an idea about and moving towards it, you become you're going to be in a plan. You become a part of someone else's plan,
and it may or may not fit with your objective for your life.
Which is why a lot of people walk around unhappy in their employment. Because if you don't enact and activate your own plan, your own goals,
you're fulfilling someone else's plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so often that I work with, personally, I work primarily with women who have realized they've come to an awakening moment. They're often very successful, but they come to an awakening moment where they're like, wait a minute, I'm great. I'm good. How come my stuff looks like them? Well, you're operating in their plan, and it's time to take your stuff, your unique gifts, skills, and talents, and begin to see how they fit towards your plan. And sometimes you need help figuring out what that plan is.
Psychology of Women Winning, the women's version goes, mirror, mirror on the wall, what's the meaning of it all? I love my children dearly, but they'll grow up and come by yearly. Is there something more to this life than to be a loving wife? Oh man, I'm messing it up. It goes, is my destined heritage a twofold color page or a Playboy magazine or a sexy pinup queen? I've got a body and a soul. I've got a mind and a goal. I want to learn. I want to reach. I want to earn. I want to teach. I want to fly from my cocoon and put my own footsteps on the moon. I don't want to be a man. I love the woman that I am. Or all I ever hoped to be was be free to be that very special woman, me.
Absolutely.
How'd that do?
You did good. You brought it home. But that's exactly it, though. That's exactly the emotion that comes along with it. There's almost, before you get to that place, there's a bit of discomfort. There's a bit of, oh my goodness, this is not exactly right. It's like wearing shoes that don't exactly fit.
A plane before it takes off.
And then when you realize that who and what you are, what you've amassed, and how much you've learned can actually be an independent entity of itself, and you begin to work towards that end, that is an amazing feeling.
Thank you, Sean. Sean said great job. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Yeah, and we're meeting today at noon. Hallelujah for that. Today, entrepreneurial friends, if you're on here and you do understand the value of networking. You do understand the value of networking, Miss Felicia. This might be for you. You understand the value of networking and you understand the value of virtual networking. Today at noontime Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, Lisa and I, we host a group called Virtual Network. And it's people, entrepreneurs all over from everywhere. And we host a meeting and you're invited. You're invited today. Okay.
We have a cool speaker this afternoon.
Yep. She's coming to us from, is she still in St. Thomas? Or
no, she's not in St. Thomas and she's not in Virginia. She's actually in Canada.
This woman gets around. She's in Canada now.
Yes. Dr. Deborah says when
wait. She's in Canada now? Last month she was in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
So she went from St. Thomas to Canada.
That's how planes work. Women Empowerment Networks was great last night. Lisa, you gave us just the right combination of learning and spiritual uplifting. Guess what? That was actually the formula for this week, if you think about it, because we had an amazing spiritual uplifting with Cassandra O'Neill. And then we got just the right amount of learning and strategy from Sean Hill. And then today we get to see how those things have fit into our lives. She says, I felt less alone in this journey when we got off of our meeting. Thank you so much for saying so.
Thank you.
Because that is an evaluation that I take to heart. I often in the past, not necessarily so much now, but it still comes back, feel challenged because there are so many opportunities for networking all over. But the difference between Women's Empowerment Network, for example, and our virtual team networking is Women's Empowerment Network does have the spiritual component that I have felt as if was a necessary component of having a powerful networking activity, is to have our spirit fed as well.
Felicia Gardner says, good morning, beautiful people.
Yes,
and then
she was also there last night.
Lisa was amazing yesterday.
Thank you so much, Felicia. I hope that on the first and third, we meet at Women's Empowerment Networks at 7 p.m. Eastern. I hope that those of you who have attended will bring a sister with you who you feel is working their business. They may need some direction, and they also just may need some camaraderie and spiritual infusion into their time. Invite them. We would love to have them come.
So you know what? I hear all the time I should have a plan, but I have no idea how to make a plan for myself. What do I do?
Plan A.
Here's some suggestions. Okay. One way is came from the book In Search of Excellence. This is a popular book in the 80s. He said you build a business from the back to the front. Okay. That means whatever it is that you would like it to look like when it's operating right, or the way you imagine it's going to be, when it's going the way you want it to go, you have to map that out first.
Begin with the
end in mind. That comes from Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yeah.
Highly effective people begin with the end in mind. But Peter Drucker is the guy who wrote In Search of Excellence. You build the business from the back to the front. So you imagine it out and write out what's going on when this business is going the way I want it to go. And then you work backwards from there. Another book in the 80s came out called Re-Engineering, and that's what they're talking about. Taking what you already have and re-engineer it towards what you want it to be.
Absolutely. Good morning, Cassandra. We are so glad that you joined us. Got another
Cassandra O'Neill now.
We appreciate you joining us again today. I have been resting in my worship music even more than yet, and I'm appreciative of that. So Cassandra was our inspiration this week.
Yes, she was.
An amazing inspiration.
How many times we brought her name up since Monday, not just on the show, but around the house. You know, she's come up again and again because she got it out of spirit.
Absolutely. And then I'm looking forward to getting Sean on the schedule. We've also got a flip-flop. Matter of fact, Sean, do me a favor and remind me to reach out to you a little bit later. Like hit me in my inbox just so that I'll have it waiting there and I will get you, because we talked about having his show kind of like switch into our show. So like we leave the Empowerment Network, we and Sean, and then go over into Sean's broadcast. They did that on TV a few times years back where one show would bleed into the other. And we thought about doing that and give us the opportunity to meet more of his audience and let you guys meet a little bit more of him.
Maybe so. We'll see.
Cassandra said, "Gotta thank you all again. I've just been
with an exclamation
invited
point
to 2 more full Spanish concerts."
Woo!
Woo! Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Carmelo.
How about that?
Carmelo was also in Women's Empowerment Network, sharing all of the amazing success that she is having with her children's
Carmelo
book.
Baker, good morning.
Absolutely. Please do not treat me differently. She has got an upcoming launch in that she has put together. We're getting our connections from all over. I'm excited that we are getting our connections from all over. And she is actively taking that book on the road because that is purpose with passion. That is purpose with passion. If you have not already ordered, please do not treat me differently. Just go to carmelobaker.com and you can get your copy, or connect her with your child's teacher. Maybe they can do a virtual read, or if they are in the North Carolina regional area, she may even go to the school. She's got some great activities going on for the children, and she is blessing them with it. And I'm so, so, so honored that she has made Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia her home as well. Dr. Beverly, good morning. She says, hey, my E7 is home. Woohoo! We prayed him all the way there and all the way back. Yes.
For those of you who don't know what an E7 is, an E7 is a sergeant first class, and it's a great position to be in. For example, an E6 is not a great position to be in because you outrank an E5. See that. E5s in the Army, those are called buck sergeants, okay? They just become sergeants, okay?
All right.
I was an E5 before I got out of the military. E5 is a great job because E5s, you're in charge of troops, you're in charge of folks, and you're actually close to what's going on, okay? E6, okay, you outrank an E5, but you don't have troops, okay? You're in between stuff. And some people stay at E6 for a long time.
Cassandra says, welcome home, E7, sir.
But in E7, now that's a real good job. E7, you're in charge of all the E6s that don't have jobs. You're in charge of E5, you're in charge of everybody. And you're close enough. It's a great position to be in. E7, good job to your son. He made it to E7 because some people never get out of E6. But he made it to E7, sergeant first class.
Woohoo! That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm telling you. So, we also, Cassandra says, I would love to have that book. Cassandra, just go to carmelobaker.com.
Carmelo Baker. Spelled.
And Carmelo is CARMELLO. LLO Baker, BAKER.com, and get your copy of the book. It is a really beautifully designed and wonderfully illustrated book. And the story is a simplistic one. Good morning, Sir Markadoo.
How you doing, sir, man? Sir Markadoo, how did you enjoy the men's meeting last night? Let's go.
Oh, what's up? So the plan, making sure that you have a plan. What are your plans? And understand
what are your plans?
You get to have plans in multiple areas of your life. Right now, I'm working multiple areas of my life. I'm working my business. I'm always working my marriage.
You working your fitness. This morning, my baby's working out every day.
Excuse me.
Bless you. She's working out every morning, y'all. Yeah, I already know, man. It was just amazing last night, the men's meeting. But my baby's been working out every day, y'all. I mean, during the week, every day. She ain't messing with it. I mean, 9 o'clock hits, boom, she's on it.
I have actually integrated some new, I have decided after the 7 weeks, thank you so much, Felicia. I thought I was going to sneeze my head off. I have integrated after first building the habit. I had to first build the habit. I'm getting up at for a 30-minute morning walk, right? I had to build the habit. I did that for 6 weeks. In the 7th week, I decided to make it a little bit more aggressive. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Carmelo Baker says, I'm going to finish that point. She says, thank you. You are so encouraging, motivating, and inspiring. Thank you for always help feed my soul through the Women's Empowerment Network while helping build up all of us. That's a really nice thing for her to say. Cassandra O'Neill says, I thought I was the only with the wall shaking sneeze. With the wall shaking sneeze.
I have not always had a wall shaking sneeze, but Brian has encouraged me to
let it go. Yeah, all
let
this
it go.
Holding back your sneeze crap. Stop that. Dr. Beverly says, so Blackwell, if you know of any places in Virginia House with a garage or a nice apartment area, let me know.
Yes.
Now, she calling out Marquise.
Did you call out brother Marcus Blackwell? Marcus, we haven't seen him in a bit.
Yep.
So that actually, I had to get the habit built first, right? So there was a plan to this. Sometimes you got to take stages. Sometimes you got to go full bore. It depends on what you're doing, who you are, and what you're working with. For me, just starting the habit was the one that I was fighting the hardest with. And now to add a more aggressive aerobics routine, I'm taking it step by step. But today is day 3 of the aggressive aerobics, and it was a little bit tough today.
She did it let me tell you how I could tell you is working, okay? We got I think it's 17 stairs to get upstairs. And very often, if we downstairs and something's upstairs that we had just got downstairs from
you gotta really need that thing.
Like today, I came upstairs after breakfast and I had to go right back downstairs because I didn't have my coffee cup and I wanted to have coffee. So I had to go back down. But yesterday, before my afternoon workshop, I think, I needed help with Lisa. And Lisa ran up the stairs. It was so startling to hear that sound in my home. I was in my office. I heard her running up the stairs. I got up out my chair, come out the office. Did you just run up these stairs? And she wasn't breathing hard either. She wasn't breathing hard. Yeah, you needed to get it done now, so I need to come up and do it. She was not breathing hard, y'all.
No.
And ran up these 17 of them. Whoa.
I took 17. I think it's 15 in this house.
15 in this house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our last house was 17.
Okay.
But nevertheless, those steps was never appealing. And they were they always require second guesses. But I think also yesterday's issue was the compounding. You needed me. There was a short amount of time. And I have been building up my endurance. So it was like a win-win-win.
Yes, but you still weren't out of breath.
No, I wasn't out of breath. I'm grateful for that.
Thank you, Carmela. Carmela's, you got that. Sean Hill says, Tommy Doral, this is an awesome couple to have on the show. Full of value. I caught some of you and Tommy's show yesterday, actually. And Carmela says, way to go, Lisa. You are a fitness star. Keep moving.
I'm going to get there. I was going to add weights, but I decided I'm going to wait until next week because I don't want to do too much too fast. So I'm going to add weights to my workout. And thank you, Sir Markadoo.
Now, Sir Markadoo used to do an aerobic show, a workout show in the mornings at 6. He says, I'm so proud of you, dear sister. And he always thought of you as his dear sister.
That's right, Cassandra, Kung Fu Panda 2.
A line from Kung Fu Panda 2. Hello, my old friend. Stairs.
They are a challenge. So what are you doing? So here's one of the other reasons why strategy came up. I do a lot of research on marketing our books because as a publisher, although my job is only to publish your book, right? To get it birthed and get it into your hands. I also believe that you sharing your story is a very, very important task for you. And because of that, I'm often looking for tips and information and insight to help you to extend the reach of that story. As such, one of the things that I have found is a lot of people take tips randomly, but they don't apply them strategically. For example, they're posting about this and posting about their book and posting, and they're oversaturating the market with posting about their book, but they are not having a call to action. They are not showing the benefits of the book, only that they wrote the book and they're excited about it. And I don't know how much.
I wouldn't say it drives Lisa crazy, okay? But she's always concerned when she sees great posts about a book, but no link to the book and no call to action. A call to action is inviting them to take an action.
Right.
Do something.
Book me, here. Call me, buy my book, whatever. Do something. Ask me about the process. How can I help you? Do and say something so that you are connecting to them. Otherwise, it's passive. And here's the thing.
It's even worse than passive because now they got to do homework to find your stuff.
If they're even interested. But see, here's the other thing. People want to say, oh, I had 50 likes. I had 100 likes. I had 1,000 likes. How many of them likes was a sale? Because if those likes, all they did was click like, then you helped Facebook, you helped their algorithms on wherever, but you did not necessarily gain a new follower, a new client. And I'm not talking about just gaining somebody to look at your stuff. I'm talking about someone to engage and interact with.
Engagement matters more than likes. Sean Hill says, this is so true. Lisa Santiago McNeill and Sister Cassandra says, ouch, with 5 exclamation points. If you can't say amen, say ouch.
Say ouch.
It's either ouch or amen.
One or the other.
That's all it is. And it's okay if it's an ouch because it don't have to stay an ouch. It don't have to stay. So Marketer says, I'm getting ready for a hip replacement soon.
Woo!
After my surgery, I'm bringing back Body by Sir.
All right. I'm so excited.
Now, look, that's a new market for him.
I don't know if Sir Markedu, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with titanium hip Sir Markedu. Because I'm saying already just keeping up with regular hip Sir Markedu. Body by Sir, you're going to take it easy on those of us with just regular hips?
Sean Hill says, don't make your customers work hard to buy from you.
Please tell the story about the guy that you met at a networking meeting. You were trying to find out what he was doing.
Oh, my God.
And he just sent you.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the A in the new ABCs of selling. But I met a gentleman who was dressed really nice at a networking meeting. And networking meetings, you're supposed to meet people. Okay. So I introduced myself to him. And I said, how you doing? I'm Brian McNeill. I says, he did tell me his name. I said, so what is it that you do? And he handed me his business card. And they had like a big logo on it and had his name on it and a website on it and a phone number. But I couldn't tell what he did on his business card. I said, so what do you do? He goes, here's my business card. It's got my website on it. Why don't you go to my website? There's a little questionnaire on the website. And once you fill that out, then you and I'll be able to talk about it. I can show you all the stuff I do. And yes.
At the end of that, I'm good. I'm good, though. No, I'm good. I'm good. Whatever secret stuff it is that you sell, keep it. Because I don't even want to know if I need it.
Right. Goodness gracious. But the A in the new ABCs of selling, I need to tell you guys, A stands for attunement. Can you see your business the way your potential clients see your business? Is it easy for them to work with you? Can you look at it the way they look at it? Do they have to jump through loops, cover hurdles, all that to work with you? Or is the process simple and easy to understand?
Right.
Can you get in a tune with that?
I'm just saying. That's right. Sir Markedu says so funny. Titanium hips versus regular hips. That's the secret sauce. It's going to be those titanium hips. You need to get an endorsement from whoever doing your hip surgery because you're going to be working them hips out, bruh.
And a strong woman.
Dr. Beverly says,
I heard her say,
okay, Brian, building up endurance. That means a longer time for sex. Yeah. I hope you got your blank together.
I'm good, Dr. I appreciate your concern, Dr. Beverly. I'm all right.
Listen, for those of you who are hearing about women's empowerment, male empowerment networks, and some of the amazing things that go on in the empowerment circle, and you're like, wait, what? How come I don't know about it? How come nobody told me? Be a part of the empowerment circle. Just go to bit.ly/empowerment2021. We'll add you to the mailing list. I promise you will not get spammed. You will not be bored. And you will be able to provide us insightful content that may be going on in your world, in your business, and we can include it in our newsletter. How about that?
Miss Phyllis is here. What's up, Miss Phyllis? She goes, I need warranty on them hips.
That's right. Need a warranty on the hips. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you.
Someone else has had hip surgery.
No, they had knee surgery, a fantastic titanium knee for Sporty King.
Sporty King had knee surgery. Okay.
Sporty King is getting it. He is moving now.
Lauren Wilkerson had hip surgery.
Lauren
Yes,
Wilkerson?
you do.
I do.
Yes, you know her.
I do. Cigars?
Yes,
I do know Lauren. The little short cigar lady.
Yes. Oh. Notice how we for certain people we have certain ways of referencing them. Big Head Willie, Big Head Willie. Bad breath time, bad breath time. Okay. Cigar Lauren, Cigar Lauren. That's what we do. We associate people.
Not bad breath.
I was just in an example. Okay?
I know. Big Head Willie. Everybody know a Big Head Willie. Y'all know.
Yep. So that's what we do. We everybody puts something with them. And
Absolutely.
It could be anything. That's how we know them.
Absolutely. So if you take anything away from today, we want you to be mindful to take away, have a plan. Be strategic at what you do, and make sure that if you're getting help on your particular plan, that you're getting help from someone who knows what they are doing.
Let me say this about a plan too. It's a plan, PLAN, not a jail. Okay. Now, if you say my plan is to do this, this, and this, that's what I do, and that's all I do, that's all I'm gonna do, and your market shifts a tick, just a little bit. They don't want it like that anymore. They want it like this. But this is the way we do it. This is the way we've always done it.
Be willing to evaluate
and make adjustments.
Absolutely.
Okay? When I first became a sales trainer, I thought I was going to be working with just contracting companies, construction, home improvement, pest control, home security. That's what I thought I was going to work with. But my market told me, yeah, that's fine, Brian, but we want you here. Click, click, click. And I had to adjust.
Absolutely. Excuse me. There are some areas that need your services that you may not have considered.
Right.
That you may not have considered in that process. The one thing that 2020 told us was that you have to be willing to pivot. So
Right
much
word.
so that particular word actually got some slack because it was so necessary. People were like, I don't want to hear another pivot. Well, go ahead and stay where you at.
The pivot got overused for a little bit, but it was the right word.
But it was so apropos.
Yes.
It was so there's no outside. You can't go outside. You still gonna sell door to door. Ain't nobody opening their Sharona door.
So marketing, and I talked about that a little bit yesterday about how I pivoted and was until I figured out how to shift what I do. But in that interim, I pivoted and started selling e-commerce, started selling online. I was selling stuff that I enjoy doing anyway. I started selling a product called Cigar Smell Rescue. Little bottles of people who enjoy cigars so they can go around other people afterwards and not offend, and chew sticks and things like that. And it helped me to pivot. It also helped me to bring in money and to feel better about myself in the interim.
Mm-hmm. Pivot and adjust. That is a big deal. But going back to that other statement that you said, you know what? These things are flexible. Yeah. All of these plans, they are flexible, but that's why Wednesday, evaluation day,
2 questions,
is so important for those who are just tuning in for the first time or missed this particular teaching that we have taught before. 2 things to do on evaluation day.
On Wednesday, we consider Wednesday evaluation day as the middle day of the week. And we encourage us entrepreneurs, especially, to work a 5-day work week. We encourage you to do that. But on Wednesdays, at Close of Business Wednesday, we encourage you to ask yourself and answer for yourself 2 questions. Question number 1.
Question 1.
What am I doing correctly? Or even kind of correctly? And this is based upon time this week. Between Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, what do you believe you're doing the right way in your business, or even kind of the right way? You don't even have to be 100% the right way. I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing the right way? And answer for yourself. Say it. I'm spending enough time with this. I'm doing that well. I'm following up well. I'm studying. I'm doing this well. Whatever it is. That's question 1. What am I doing correctly? And question number 2, note how it's worded. Question number 2 is, if I had this time to do over again,
what would I do differently?
No, it's not what did I do wrong. It's if I had this time to do over again, what would I have done differently? And find an answer. Don't fool yourself. I did everything perfect so far this week. There's nothing I would have done differently. Find something. Find something. You might say, I wouldn't have wasted as much time with that person or this person.
That's right.
I would have not watched as much television. Okay. What would I have done differently? Not what did I do wrong?
What would I have done differently? And understand that sometimes you need another set of eyes on your circumstances.
Ooh.
You need another set of eyes. So that will be the opportunity to take advantage of someone who knows what they're doing to give you another look. Right? Mm-hmm. When it comes to, again, book marketing, a lot of times with my publishers, they're doing a lot of activity, like they're doing it, like I'm posting 3 times a day, I'm doing 3 videos a week, I'm and I haven't seen any improvement in sales. Well, sometimes it just needs a little shift. Maybe you're talking too much about you. Maybe you need to, instead of keep doing your videos about you and your book, bring on some people that you can highlight and let your book be the commercial.
I'm going to take a commercial right now for what I'm doing. For 29 years, I've helped people to sell better. And I focus primarily on intangible services, not products. Intangible service. Sir Mark Higgins is an expert on products. I'm an expert on services, and that's my lane. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
But in working with so many different services, I've learned that so much of selling is completely communicable. It works in real estate. It works in insurance. Okay, it works in this, that, and the other. But there's in every industry, there's some things that are peculiar to that industry and specific to that industry. So a little while ago, I launched a series of free workshops called the 4 Only series. I started off working with giving a free sales training for real estate agents only, real estate people only. Then I did one for coaches and consultants only. I did one for insurance and financial services professionals only. And next week, I'm doing one for attorneys, CPAs, and accountants only. Next week on the 29th, I'm doing a 4 Only workshop for attorneys, CPAs, and accountants only. I also did one for network marketers only. That's one I forgot.
That's right.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to finish up, baby, real quick. So if you know of an attorney or a CPA or an accountant and you like them, have them get involved with this sales training that will help them to sell themselves and their services better. There's some regulation when it comes to selling illegal services, but if they don't want to do the cheesy commercial and still sell themselves, I can help them.
Absolutely. You can actually, if you don't want to wait for the training and you're looking to get some help in sales and you're looking to get some help in understanding how to tell your story in a way that people can really, really be like, wow, that is what I need, or wow, that's what my such and such said that they were looking for. Just call Brian and do a free complimentary coaching session.
Can you put that in the comments?
If you could just go to, it won't go through in the comments. Okay. If you just go to calendly.com, BKM /BK McNeill, it will take you directly to be able to schedule yourself on his calendar. Or you can go old school and just text him 919-345-4893.
I am so old school. Just like we laughed about this yesterday, me and Sir Marketer. We so old school, we'll even take a phone call.
Sir Marketer, that was a great pivot. He said he started selling gloves and sanitizer and mask, and he still does. Absolutely. Dr. Deborah says, I have to do that midweek assessment. It really helps me to finish out my week strong. That is what is intended to do. Felicia says, I'm considering creating an ebook to use as a tool to increase my business opportunities.
Amen.
Absolutely.
That ebook is amazing because especially if you're giving it free or very low cost, that's a way to build an organic audience.
And to build your list. An ebook is a great precursor to the launch or the release of your book itself. An ebook or a tip sheet or a tip list or whatever is a great way, something that has value that you can exchange for the email addresses of those who are interested in who and what you do, will definitely help you to increase your tractions and your leads. You can go to the IamLisaSantiago.com and you can download the free ebook, Write a Book That Sells in 7 Simple Steps. If you're interested in what it takes to write and become an author. Dr. Beverly says,
I want to read it because I think about it every day, Dr. Beverly. But she says, I don't know why I was just moved to tears, but I'm going to have to get me some lunch money together and keep it on me just in case I want to just take a flight and go to Puerto Rico. Lisa and I have been very public about this. Next spring, we're moving to Puerto Rico. And we're going to live in a nice place, nice enough to accommodate our friends and our family that want to come and visit us. We'll have a very welcoming experience, and we want you to come and see us there in Puerto Rico. We don't know how long we're going to be there. We could be there for the rest of our lives or a year, 5 years, whatever. But we do know the next phase of our life, we're going to work there because we can work anywhere as long as it's got good internet. We can work anywhere. So why not work in a more idyllic setting? That's what we're going to do. My wife loves the beach and she doesn't love the mountains. So we're going to give her sand between her toes, hopefully daily.
Felicia said, I want to come.
Who are we going to say no to? if we say no to you, you got to really, really be, we don't like you. But we're going to welcome you. Felicia, you'll be welcome. And we're going to do destination retreats there. We're going to do destination workshops, weekend workshops. It could be couples working together. It could be build a book that sells destination workshop where people fly in from all over to take that. It could be how to sell yourself finally, how to sell your services finally, what actually works. But we're going to do these retreats regularly. That's going to be part of our plan. I have a plan. My plan includes me automating as much of the content as I have into little blocks where people can do it on demand. Now, this is why I need my wife. I'm so grateful to have my wife because I have been falling guilty, and this is a confession, of being a little bit perfectionist in this because I wanted to keep doing these classes live until I find blocks that I really, really like. And they were probably good enough already. So, but I'm still doing live.
Beverly, she said, sorry, y'all, miss you too already. We're still going to be here.
We'll still do the show every day. You'll do the show Monday through Friday just from there. That's all.
Absolutely. Just from a different destination. And you know what?
The show's not going away.
No, the show's not going away. Just the location.
Yeah.
On location from wherever that is.
That's right. So you guys, Dr. Beverly, you made me feel happy. And we're going to receive you. We're definitely going to see Dr. Deborah. She's already put her bid in. Dr. Deborah's like practically claiming a room.
So this is the time and the part of the show where we really like to take a moment and appreciate you guys. Our guests, our co-hosts, we're excited to know you and to meet you. We're always looking forward to hear more about you and your business. But this time of the day, we get to give back just a little bit.
And the way we do that is with a greeting song or greeting logo. Some of you guys have been rocking with us for years. Some of you guys are consistent contributors. And some of you guys that have earned a song, like, for example, Dr. Deborah was first in the house today. She's actually got a greeting song. Her song goes like this.
Dr. Deborah, healing and deliverance coach.
Mm-hmm. You can't forget that part with Dr. Deborah. And Keturah Green is here. Back to life, back to Keturah Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need it?
Good morning, Keturah. How you doing, my sister?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Sister Felicia has earned a song.
Felicia, we love you.
You're the one. The one for me. You know, Cassandra O'Neill keeps hanging out with us. We got to come up with a jam for her. And we already know it's got to be a worship type of song, like Morning Glory or something. It's got to be worship.
I actually, and I don't know if this song I can fit her name into it, but it is a worship song that is a bilingual song that I learned, probably 15 years ago. And I've sang it before, more.
Mm-hmm.
Quiero más.
Yes, you have.
Dios más de ti. Quiero más.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Quiero más de ti. Quiero más de ti, Señor.
Oh!
De tu gloria, de tu espíritu.
Woo!
Yo quiero vivir sin ti. Señor.
Come on, baby. Watch out, Cassandra. Watch out, Cassandra. Lisa's coming, y'all. That was beautiful. Lisa just sang a gospel song. Oh my gosh. She says, on the go with Cassandra.
Oh,
sang, Lisa. I got goosebumps. I enjoyed it myself. She has sang that before, but it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay, that was beautiful, baby. Felicia Gardner, we did Felicia?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Beverly is
Dr.
here.
Dr. Beverly has a logo, y'all. Her logo is Dr. Beverly is on the show. Dr. Beverly, sir, marketing. We got to get a jam for you.
Keturah says all is well and beautiful. Amen. All is well, Keturah. Were you still there when we sang that song? I love it. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Dr. Deborah. I appreciate it. Beverly says, Dr. Deborah, if you have an extra suitcase that you don't think you brought with you, just poke a hole in the suitcase because it's me in there. I just need to breathe a little. Let me know when you flying out. I got my lunch buddy together.
And that's a dream of ours, to be able to receive our friends in Puerto Rico. All you gotta do is get there. We'll have food, we'll have drink, we'll have cigars.
That's right, Couture. You were there. Sister Henry taught us that song, right? I loved it. And I have kept it in my repertoire.
Baby. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
Woo! That was good.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
I did.
I'm glad you liked it. We have
how to have a great life, how to have a great day. Spend some time in thought. Spend some time in thought or prayer. Can you do that? Spend some time in thought and prayer. Number 2 is have a big laugh. Have a big laugh. I'm talking a belly laugh at least once every day. And the third one is have your emotions moved to tears for whatever reason. If you have your emotions moved to tears, if you have a big belly laugh and you spend some time in thought, that makes for a great day. You have enough of those days, you have a great life.
Absolutely. Sir Markadu is coming to Puerto Rico too.
You'd be welcome. You'd be welcome at our place, man.
Come on through. Come on.
Which is why it's very important that we put our systems, our plans right now, our daily plans, our weekly plans. We're working really, really hard right now, Lisa and I, because between now and April of next year, we want to move to Puerto Rico and we want to live there like wealthy people. I want to live like wealthy people. I want to be able to live in a place with extra bedrooms, at least a couple of extra bedrooms. And I want to live close enough that we can walk to the beach. Okay. That's what I want to do. I want to live close enough that we can walk to the beach if we have to, or if we want to. Lisa doesn't mind if it's a 5-minute drive or 10-minute drive to the beach, as long as we have our own private pool.
Yeah.
So that's her thing. We got to have a private pool. We got to have a great kitchen. We got to have an open concept. We got to have room. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. That's part of my plan. That's part of my vision. Write the vision, make it plain. It's on my wall. Okay. And I want to live like that. I have it plenty of places where I see it. I see it daily.
But that's going back again. So all of these tips and insightful information, understand they all had an origin from somewhere. A lot of people want to say who said them, John Maxwell, who said them, Wayne Dyer, who said them, Les Brown, who said them. They all came from the Bible. The
basic instructions before
they all came from the Bible. They were written differently, but I mean, if you think about write the vision, make it plain that they may run and not faint. That is your friggin' plan. God tried to tell you, have a plan. If you do not have a plan,
how clear instruction is that? Write the vision, make it plain so that the people can see it and understand it, run to it, not faint from it.
And not faint. So you know where you're going and what you're getting into.
And others can see it and know where they're going to. William Brown said, I'm so happy to see your face, William.
Bill,
I'm happy to see you popped in this room. We talked about having a plan today. And you came in here early enough, Bill, that we get to bless you in your greeting song. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Bill, I am happy to see you. I miss you, man. And I know you're doing big things there. Here's what I know is going on with Bill in Portland. A lot of you guys know a few months ago, Bill moved from North Carolina to Portland, Oregon. Cross country, drove there with his wife in a car. And they did not kill each other either. So they made it there safely. But I know Bill has met some amazing people there. And I know Bill has met some amazing friends there because that's what he does.
I love it. Dr. Jefferson says, Lisa, you will need to assign me to someone when you move to PR. You are my person. Grey's Anatomy. I remember Grey's Anatomy. That one. That's because you never watched Grey's Anatomy. Yes.
Assign me to a person?
Yeah. You are my person.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let y'all keep that. Dr. Belly says, universes, work your magic. For Brian and Lisa. Yes. I
receive it.
Yes, and then that's our prayer. That's like our consistent prayer and thought. And I want to be that. And you guys are coming with us, man. The fact that we were willing to share this dream of ours with you now makes you a part of it.
And we're all anastrophic in our design of this dream. It's more than a dream.
Yeah, we're taking plans, we're taking action steps. And that's why I'm changing my business model around.
It is a manifestation.
Yep.
So don't forget, if you want to be a part of the Empowerment Circle, so that you are always notified and aware of what's going on in the circle, what's going on with me, what's going on with Brian, what's going on with the authors that we have, what's going on with the businesses that we're connected with, or even to be able to get your business into the newsletter, reach out by going to bit.ly/empowerment2021. That way you'll be added to the distribution list and you'll have an inside track to get connected with one of us in that way. If you need some help with strategizing your sales, you may just need the sales confidence coach to get the confidence that you need to earn the sales that you deserve. Just go to his calendly.com/BK McNeill, or also give him a call, 919-345-4893. Beverly says, I'm on my way right now to Walmart to get a jar and label it Puerto Rico money. I love it.
How smart is that? How smart is that?
Okay. I love it.
Get your plane ticket money. She said earlier she's gathering her lunch money, so in case she needs to get on a plane and come to Puerto Rico. Okay, I want you to do that. Okay,
what are your plans? And let your plans begin to emanate through your nostrils. Begin to vibrate in your emotions. You want to begin to see, feel, and taste, and have as many of your senses engaged as possible so that you can vibrate on the level that is really attracting what it is that you deserve.
Let me tell you about getting it in your nostrils. Okay, when I first met Lisa in person, the first day I did that workshop, and her and I spent time together. We went lunch together, went to dinner together, and then the next time we spent more and more time together. As I got closer to her, as I was kissing on her, and I'm inhaling her scent, I got Lisa all up in my nostrils. And what happened was I wanted more and more of Lisa in my nostrils, on my skin. I wanted more and more. And it crowded out things that weren't Lisa. Okay. There was less and less room for another person to date or go see, and no more room for the women because I had got Lisa in me. And then when women would come to me or come at me, I was like, well, it's too late. I already got Lisa in my nostrils.
I don't know what I would do. I was so afraid of that story.
You thought I was going to go somewhere else, right? I could have. I could have taken it to the nasty part. Once you started doing that, I could have, but I didn't say that. I didn't say that. See?
My head is itching. I cannot handle you.
But getting it in your you inspired when you're talking about the thought about where you want to go with your life, where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to have, who you want to connect with. Get that in your picture, vivid.
But not only for where you want to be and where you want to live. What do you want to see for your business? Who do you want to impact with what it is that you do? Get yourself a clear picture. People talk about Avatar and they talk about it so passively, almost as if it's a cartoon character. But if your business, if your ministry, if what it is that you do impacts the lives of real people, impacts and conducts improvement into what they're doing, begin to see exactly who it is that you want to serve, that you even can put a name on them. You can put a location on them, because the more intimately you know who it is that you serve, the more that you can become intimate with how to find them. Where do they exist? What are they doing? And that will help you. One person that was very strategic, I thought, with building her list as a she helps people to lose weight. Building her list, she actually had a pancake tour.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
A pancake and cakes tour.
A cakes tour. And she's a fitness person.
Yep. I said that to Lisa. I said, why is she doing cake tours and pancake breakfasts?
Because fat people eat pancakes. And fat people don't always want to be fat. They just want to eat pancakes.
Oh.
And she is the type of fitness person that can show you how to strategically do both. Shout out to
Audretta Hall.
That's right.
Audretta Hall is her name. Beverly says, Brian, that is a true story. And after a while, women can walk up to you and know that you are with someone just about to look in your face. That's true. But it used to bother me when I was younger. I'd wear my ring would be nice and shiny, and women would still push up.
Yeah. Denzel Washington's wife talked about her husband being approached openly. Her husband, of course, Denzel. So Pauletta Washington was talking about Denzel Washington being approached while she was with him 8.5 months big and pregnant. That is a level of disrespect that is like uncanny.
Hard out here for a pimp.
But she said, you know what? It didn't bother me because I knew he was coming home to me.
Yes, and Denzel, he was more shook about it because he didn't want them.
Yeah,
he wanted his wife.
He didn't like it. He didn't like it. But yeah, absolutely. So understand you need to begin to visualize, to feel, to smell, to taste.
Can you feel it? Can you imagine it?
That you're working towards.
When I take my afternoon naps, I play ocean waves. Okay. Because a few years ago, we went to a beach trip. I'm not sure which beach we was on, but we happened to have been in a house, a villa, whatever it was, right on the beach. And we kept our doors open the whole time. I mean, our sliding glass door was open the whole time in our bedroom. And we were so close to the beach. It was loud. It was loud in the room. Every crashing waves and all that. And it was some of the best sleep I can remember in my adult life. So that's why every afternoon that I take a nap, I play the ocean waves, because I can feel it. I'm getting it in me. It's in me.
Well, listen, whatever it is that is in your heart or whatever it is that you are working on, plan for its success. And if you need some help with that success, reach out to someone who knows how to give it to you.
Recite this mantra to yourself. I've earned the right to be here, and I'm deeply relaxed. I've earned the right to be in this place, and I'm deeply relaxed. And if it's true, especially if it's true, and it's true if you earned the right, I've earned the right to be here, and I'm deeply relaxed.
Absolutely. We appreciate you spending some time of your morning with us. Now, take some time to evaluate, and don't forget to have sex.
I'm ready for my day now.
Don't forget to have sex.